Hey, welcome to Plant Summary Therapy, and today we're going to be talking about the pothos, specifically the marble queen. But first, this is a quick review. The pothos is a plant that was discovered in the South Pacific in an island near Tahiti in the 1800s, and it fast became one of the world's most popular plants because of its ease of care. The pothos in general is not particular about its light, and it'll do fine in low light, but it prefers high indirect light, and it can tolerate a limited time of direct light. The pothos is not particular about its soil, but it prefers well-draining soil. Some people don't even fertilize this plant. I fertilize my plant with organic fish fertilizer because I love my plant. But don't love your plant too much because too much fertilizer will kill it. This is most important if you fertilize your plants with chemical fertilizer. The care of the marble queen is almost exactly the same as the care of a golden pothos, except for one thing. The white marbling that makes this plant look so beautiful is due to a genetic mutation, and like most mutations, it makes the species weaker. The beautiful variegated white in this plant is due to a lack of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green in the plant that uses photosynthesis to make energy for the plant. Since there is less green or chlorophyll in the marble queen, you're going to have to put it in an area of your house where there's more light. But white leaves can't handle direct light very well, so you're going to have to find the right balance. This is my marble queen pothos. It's the mother plant of all my marble queens. Look how beautiful it is. It looks like a living watercolor painting. Since this plant has less chlorophyll, it grows slower. But look how beautiful it is. I'm going to have to cut it. I've noticed with the golden pothos, they grow faster and they grow longer. But when the vines get too long, it strains the plant and then the plant struggles. I don't want this plant to struggle because I can never find another marble queen anywhere. All the marble queens that I have had to be propagated off of this one plant. But I'm going to cut this plant because it's good for the plant and it's going to make it stronger. Each time I trim one of the vines, I save the clippings for water propagation. I'll go over water propagation of a marble queen in a different video. In this video, I want to focus on the mother plant. After I take care of the clippings, I inspect the mother plant very carefully. And this is the number one thing that you're going to have to look out for. Your beautiful plant that looks like a living watercolor will try and revert back to the green cultivar. Keep an eye out for any green vines growing out of your marble queen. These green vines grow faster because they're solid green and they have more chlorophyll, so they have more energy to grow, and the plant will send less energy to the beautiful marbled leaves, and the solid green vine will take over the plant. At one of my first cuttings, I didn't want to cut the plant because it was so beautiful. So I clipped off one of the green vines and I cultivated it. I was thinking, since this was a marble queen, that this green reverted vine has the genetics to become another beautiful marble queen plant. But it's been almost 4 years and that solid green reverted plant is still solid green. After I remove any solid green leaves or vines, I remove any leaves that looks like it won't be beneficial to the plant. With the marble queen's variegated leaves, it's already at a disadvantage in making energy because of the lack of chlorophyll. I don't want any additional leaves that are damaged to draw any more energy than this plant needs. As I'm doing this, I'm looking for any bugs. I heard that pothos can get mealybugs, but mealybugs are pretty easy to get rid of. I frequently mist my plants, so I never had any problems with any spider mites. Most pests like still, dry, warm air. I try to make sure that my plants are very inhospitable to any pests that may wander along. This is a couple months later, and my mother marble queen pothos has rebelled against me. Look at this plant. It no longer has any solid green vines, but look at it. It looks like there's part snow queen in here, marble queen in here, and this little blotchy green. It looks like a one of those new Jessinia pothos, which I'm now not sure is all different cultivars. It's just probably the a different mutation from the same plant. But look at this. It looks like I stuffed a whole bunch of plants in here, and I didn't. These are a few of my propagations off of the mother plant, and even they look a little varied in variegation. This kind of makes me like this plant even better. This plant makes me happy. It's beautiful. It's easy to care for and maintain. It's very easy to propagate, yet it seems a bit unpredictable. But it's good to be reminded that there is beauty in the world, and part of that beauty is in my houseplant with a rebellious attitude. This has been my presentation on the Marble Queen Pothos. So to sum up, the Marble Queen Pothos care is practically the same as the regular pothos, except you need to put it in an area where there's more indirect, brighter light. It's not particular on soil, it's not particular on fertilizer, and just water it after a period of dry. I know when my Marble Queen needs to be watered because the leaves loses its gloss and the pot is lighter. So I water my plant about twice a week, but it could be different in your area depending on your altitude, humidity, temperature. There's so many factors. Try not to let it stress you out. It's a plant. Eventually, after a while, you just sort of know. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please be safe and stay healthy. Aloha.